We're live! Greetings to everyone who's gonna pop on or is maybe watching after the fact. Hello! So, I'm just gonna wait for some people to show up and then we'll get started. So, if you're watching after the fact, sorry for the delay, but get excited because I think this is gonna be a really fun, tasty drink for the season of coldness and a lot of snow. Yeah, and if you haven't stocked up yet for the incoming more snow, if you're in the Fort Dodge area, you better stock up quick because I think we're about to get a ton more snow. So get ready. But for those of you who are watching now, this is what we're making: cranberry mulled wine. So we've done mulled wine, right? So this time we're gonna do cranberry juice, and I just think it's just gonna give it just that little bit of extra. That would be fun. And I'm using Petite Pearl tonight, that's how I prefer to have it, as a drier wine. But if you want to have something like a little sweeter, you can do goldenrod and Frontenac mixed together. You can totally do that, and I have included that in the recipe. If you're watching, say hello. Throw it up in the comments and I'll bring it up and we can all say hi to you. So if you're watching, say hi and welcome. Class is in session. Another Wine Cocktails 101. We are making tonight the cranberry mulled wine. And I actually just remembered that I wanted to cut up some orange slices. And I didn't include that on my recipe, but here, we can have a look. Oh, sorry, I'll move that off. So here's our recipe. It's kind of like soup, I feel like, mulled wine. You just throw it all together and you really can't mess it up. So we'll start with, you have cranberry juice to taste. You need 1 cinnamon stick, 4 to 6 cloves of anise. So sorry, I'm grabbing it on right now, so if it's really noisy, sorry. 4 to 6 cloves, 1 anise pod, and then either a bottle of Petite Pearl from Soldier Creek Winery, or half a bottle of Frontenac and half a bottle of Goldenrod. So we found that half and half is really good for, it's really good for like a good sweetness level. So if you're wanting like mulled wine that's not too dry and not too sweet, put it there. Hi, Nikki. That's my aunt, all the way from Texas, watching. Hi. Good to see you. So we're making a warm drink. I doubt it's all that cold in Texas, but if it's a little chilly, you can make some mulled wine. So I just got my orange, and this might seem weird in the cranberries, but really like cranberry orange goes together. So excuse me, I'm gonna get a knife real fast. Okay, knife. This is a steak knife, but it's gonna work fine. So I also need to cut it up. So you really wanna, I should have had these cut up beforehand, but I did not. So let's start with that. If you have an orange and you decided you want to put some orange slices in your drink, then get your orange and let's cut it into slices. So whoever is tuning in, say hello. Put it up in the comments and I will say hello to you and we'll let everybody see you that you're here. And then also I want to know if you guys have snow wherever you are. Now I know Nikki doesn't, but if you are watching and you have snow where you are, let me know because we're about to get more, I think. Okay, so let's hit this. So again, I'll bring this up: cranberry juice, cinnamon, cloves, anise pod, and then some wine. So I have, again, we'll start with the most important part: Petite Pearl. I have that. I have a little bit of cranberry juice left over from our cranberry spritzer from a couple weeks ago. I have my orange slices, and I have my spices. So I have my cloves, whole cloves, okay, not ground cloves. I keep forgetting to put this back up. Sorry. Anise, star anise. Again, not ground. You want the whole thing. And then cinnamon sticks, and I'm lucky that I only need 1 because that's all I have. That's it. I'm gonna put that on the list. Okay, so this is super simple. You literally just chuck everything into a pot. So start with the wine. Oh yeah, got my pot. So start with your wine. Put the wine in. I see there's a comment. I'll get to you in a second once the wine's in. So also, if you're watching and you've had mulled wine before, tell me where you had it. I had mulled wine for my first time in Germany, but it was Glühwein. Hi, Brian. My uncle says hi too. Hi. So my first time having mulled wine was when it was in Germany, and they called it Glühwein. I don't know. I'm recycling while we're talking. Don't ask me. And it's delicious. But there, and we went over this one time in one of our virtual happy hours. There, they might spike it with a little bit of, they call it rum, or I guess, I'm trying my best. I can't ever do that back hard R thing. But when they say rum with rum, they really just mean like any hard liquor. They'll just like put in something hard liquor wise, and it's already like mulled wine. It's wine plus some hard alcohol, which is crazy. I only had those like one time, and that was it. I did not need that again. Okay, so we've got the wine is in the pot. So now we're gonna put some cranberry juice in, and really, I remember mine's a little tart, so I'm just gonna put like a little bit in. I'm not gonna go crazy. I don't know how much a little bit is. That was probably like a cup. Really, I think that's just to taste. Just do it how you want. Cinnamon stick, orange slices, just put them all in. Again, cranberries and oranges, I think they go together. Star anise. Okay, personally, I would do more than one because I like this flavor. But if you're not a black licorice fan, maybe only do one or don't do any. It's up to you. And then cloves. So I said 4 to 6. I got some in my hand. Good enough. And now I did not pre-make any of this. This is not a cooking show, so we're gonna wait. So turn your fire on or your heater. Get it around medium in that area. The key to this is you don't want to boil it. You don't want to get it too hot. So kind of just stir it together. But you don't want to get it too hot. If you get it too hot, you're going to cook off all the good stuff. So don't do that. So let's talk, because now we have to wait for it to warm up. My favorite part about Christmas markets was having the mulled wine in the cutest little cups. And we put them all away for Christmas, so I don't have any fun ones to show you. But I have my other mug. That's the other thing. This is a hot drink. Don't put it in a wine glass, please. Your hands will burn. So I have my Iowa Public Radio mug, because judge me if you will, that I like Iowa Public Radio. I actually do have a cup. I'm going to be right back. I'll talk to you the whole way. I'm back. Okay, sorry. So this is one of our cups. I forgot we didn't get it put away, but this is one of the cups that we had from Germany, from one of the Christmas markets. This is from the Nuremberg Christmas market, and it's really cute. I just think, look at how cute it is. It's a little frosted. This is Christkindlmarkt, which means Christmas market, from 2014, which is not the year that we were there, but they reuse them every year, if I remember right. Because I think we were there in like 2017. Yeah. Well, anyway, they reuse them every year. But they also have ones that are shaped like little snow boots, which I think are adorable. And so we have a handful of those. And we have one that's like a little clay cup. So if anybody's watching and wants to comment, has anyone been to a Christmas market like in Chicago, or if you've been to a German Christmas market? Tell me about it. Put it in the comments. I wanna talk to you guys. So right now we're in the warming process. So yeah, it's definitely, it doesn't take very long. It really only takes like 5 to 8 minutes really to get it warmed up. But I mean, really what you're doing is just warming it up so it warms your soul and letting kind of the spices and the flavors just meld together. And I was going to put this one off a little bit longer because I was like, we have so many more cold months to go in Iowa. But we were at our wine conference last week, and one of our extension gals, Aude, who is from France, was like, "You need to make mulled wine soon," and like they wanted me to make it like last week, and I was like, "Well, guys, I have a schedule, and that's not on the schedule, but it was ready for this week." So hopefully, Aude, if you're watching, I hope that it's still cold and snowy enough to have this, because I think it is still. Like, we have in Fort Dodge, we still have like 8 inches, 8 inches of snow on the ground. It's just hanging out, and I think we're about to get more tomorrow. So buckle up, Fort Dodge. Yeah, what else? So again, we're making cranberry mulled wine. If you're just tuning in, let me pull up the recipe. Okay, so we have cranberry juice to taste. So if you're like me and you buy just like the plain cranberry juice and not the cranberry cocktail, because like cranberry cocktail would be sweet, but I just wanted plain cranberry juice. So that's pretty tart. So I would say cranberry juice to taste, and I put in about a cup. You add 1 cinnamon stick, 4 to 6 cloves, 1 anise pod, and then in my case, I did 1 bottle of Petite Pearl, which is $18 at the winery, but maybe you would like it a little sweeter. So in that case, you could do half a bottle of Frontenac and half a bottle of Goldenrod. And Frontenac is $20, Goldenrod is $15. So with that recipe, you could have 2 pots worth, or you could double everything and dump the whole bottle in. But yeah, like you see on the instructions, it's super simple. So you're just putting all the ingredients into a pot, you're heating it through, but you're not boiling it. And then before you serve it, you want to take out all the goodies and then serve it in a mug. You can garnish it with the cranberries or an orange slice or with some booze. It's up to you. Rum is actually a good addition, but I think there's other, like, I don't Google it because I'm not actually sure. I'm pretty sure there's some other really good booze opportunities that you could have. Okay, so we are getting steam on the surface. So we're going to call that good. That's usually when it's hot enough. Whew, yeah, I think we're hot enough. So, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so next we have to take out all the goodies. So I'm going to get, this might be handy, get a little strainer, like one of those tiny ones. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Because I just think this would be the easier way to get all this stuff out than like using your ladle. Because the ladle is going to get you like a bunch of the juice still. So I'm going to turn the heat off now that I see steam coming off the top. And I'm going to use my little strainer. It's like a little tea strainer, I guess, if you have one of those. And I have my cutting board here, so I'm just going to put it on my cutting board. So take all the goodies out. Yeah, just as many as you can. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if you don't get it out. You can always fish it out with your fingers or something. So we're taking the orange slices out. We're taking the anise pods out. We're taking the cloves out. We're taking the cinnamon stick out. Everything, except for the wine and the cranberry juice. Okay, so that's good enough for me. And then you can use your ladle to very messily put it into your mug. I know this is going to be a mess. It always is. But I remember seeing at the Christmas market stalls where it's just, they are slinging mulled wine. They were doing it this way. Sometimes they had like a spigot on it, but you definitely see stalls that were like ladling it out, which can get messy, honestly. Okay, so I have a full mug here, but it's Friday, right? So I can have a full one. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, because normally I don't add cranberry juice. So this is going to be, it's going to be different. It smells good. Okay, the cranberry juice added tartness, but I'm not against it. Okay, so I would like this. If you don't like the tartness, do the Frontenac Goldenrod mix, or you can always add like a cup of sugar, half cup sugar, really to your sweetness level. So me personally, I like it. I'm going to stick with it. But if you don't like it, add some sugar. Yeah, but the cranberry gives it like a nice little kick. Or, hey, if you don't want to put sugar in and you don't want to buy regular cranberry juice, buy the cranberry cocktail. That's a little bit sweeter. Okay, so for everyone who tuned in, thank you. If you're watching after the fact, leave and you have a question, throw it in the comments. I'll see it. No problem. So, cheers from my warm mug of cranberry mulled wine. See you next week.